welcome to another movie review. I just saw The Post starring Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks. This movie was about the making of the Washington Post. In the early 1970s, the Washington Post was a small regional newspaper held by the Graham family. Now, Kay Graham just lost her husband, who had fronted the Washington Post since Kay Graham's father had given it to Kay's husband. She was okay with that. But she was a little bit overwhelmed with the running and management of the paper, and she had all these male advisors trying to tell her what to do. She wanted to take the Post public because right at that point they were going through a downturn and they needed to inflect some cash. So they went public. At the same time, the Pentagon Papers were taken by a reporter and copied and distributed to various newspapers like the New York Times and the Washington Post. So the decision to print was on the line, and she had to ultimately make that decision after the New York Times had been sued by the Nixon White House. So that was a pretty heady move. To me, this movie was not only about the freedom of the press, and we need a free press that's free of, collusion from Russia. These issues keep on coming back to haunt us. Now that we have Facebook and the internet, we are subject to anyone who wants to meddle with our country can attempt to do so through the internet, via Facebook, Twitter, fake news sites, actual fake news sites, and it just clouds the issue. This is why newspapers are really, really important. That's the number one issue. I worked for a newspaper when I was in college. I worked for the Keene Sentinel in New Hampshire. It was founded in 1799. It's the fifth oldest newspaper in America. Has a daily run of 16,500 copies. And I was an intern in the writing. I wrote my first news article when I was 19. And it wasn't published by the college newspaper. It was published by the real newspaper. And I was the first freshman to get an internship at that particular paper, and it just taught me the value of the newspaper. The newspaper is supposed to go up against corruption and power-hungry people, not just in the White House in this case, but just protecting people from fraud and corruption and exposing crime. Ultimately, I didn't become a newspaper person because I didn't like some of the practices exhibited by the newspaper, because, well, these are normal practices. I was mostly a features kind of guy. I like writing about seeing eye dogs and things like that. The free press is really, really important, especially now that we all need to support our local paper because they provide a voice to all of us average people who don't have power to go on CNN and be interviewed or have an opinion that's broadcast on MSN or Fox. This is valuable because we are the ones who determine how our democracy works for us. Remember that the president, the Congress, which is working very well right now, not doing anything, they work for us. We do not work for them. We get to decide whether they keep their jobs. We get to decide who represents us. Remember that. So getting back to the movie, Kay Graham was very unsure of herself because her husband had run this paper and his father before her husband. And this is what I felt was one of the main points. Women in the 1970s were not given powerful jobs. They were just not believed in the business world and this not taken as a real person. And what I'm proud to say is that today many women are powerful enough, have been able to climb the corporate ladder or whatever political ladder, and are taken seriously by the majority of Americans. Kay Graham is one of the reasons why women are so successful. That doesn't mean there isn't room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. This is a great start. So I think you should see the post to remind yourself that a free press is one of the things that make America great, and it's one of the things that keeps people accountable for their actions. And if you like this videos, click like, subscribe, and visit my links in the box below. I hope you have a great night.